So, like, a pretty emphatic response to the loss to Hawthorn. How do you feel after that one?
Yeah, it was a good performance, Ed. We started the game last week in a similar vein. You know, we'd kicked the first few goals, and then after that, Hawthorn probably got some relatively easy scores. And yeah, part of our challenge every week is to gain some momentum in the game, but then to mitigate the damage on the other side. So we did that pretty well tonight. I mean, obviously Richmond have got their challenges with their injury toll, but throughout the course of the night, the boys didn't waver, and it was good to see some of the growth in some of the boys who probably added layers to the outcomes in their games. You know, whether it be offensive or defensive involvements, and that's important for the club to see some of the younger guys who haven't played a lot of games do that, and our experience were really influential. You know, they did an outstanding job. So it's a good night. Yeah, after a week where we probably reflected on how much we turned the ball over last week to give momentum back to Hawthorn. We did that a lot less tonight.
You're going to take them down the beach every week from now on?
Like as I said when I was asked about that, it's just something that we've done in the past spasmodically. I think it's always worthwhile to do something different, even if you're winning. So Shane we'll do that, you know, probably over the ensuing weeks anyway. But we've got to fly to Sydney on Friday and get some stuff done. I don't think we're heading there this week.
There was a bit of talk during the week, in the back half of the week, about Bulldogs not celebrating the small things as a team and a bit of that connectivity. Was that a focus going into the game? Because we saw a really good celebration when James Harmes kicked his first goal for the club in the second quarter, and it seemed that there was that extra bit of sort of group positivity tonight.
Not specifically. No, it's not something that I talked about. But what happened during the week was. How would you describe it? And I was asked about it before the game. You know, what might be perceived as a week within the football club where the cauldron's pretty hot, and how do you get through it? We knew exactly what we left out there the week before, and we faced a determined Hawthorn side that got us in the end. But everyone kept their heads and really composed. We saw some great signs of leadership from some of the players, and they worked away. Our coaches did a terrific job in preparing the players, as did our medical and high performance crew. So it's just everyone working together, just to prepare for playing Richmond on a Saturday night. And I think one of the difficulties when maybe there is some external pressure is to go into a game and relax your mind and make fluid and concerted decisions in the game, especially with the ball. And I thought tonight our ball security and the way that we used our hands and brought each other into the game was as good as we've done for a fair while. So whether it's been a hallmark of the times when we've been a really good team and challenged or not, I just thought that everyone really kept their heads. So there's a lot of heart in tonight, and that might be what you're talking about. The spirit amongst the players was strong, and now the maintenance of that and the progression of it going into a pretty really challenging game against GWS will be really important.
Fraser's debut tonight. The first couple of minutes he's standing next to guys like Dustin Martin and Shea Bolton. How do you see his performance?
I won't say we weren't worried about Joel early in the game, but we just thought he steadied, showed a really mature head for such a young fella. And, at the point where we lost Latham Vandermeer, we needed to make some change and adjustments. And at that point, we needed Joel to alter what he was doing. He actually went wing and forward for a little while. But then when we put him back into the back line where he's been playing at state league level, I thought he was tremendous. I thought he was really steady, and he won some contested ball and then was really composed in live situations. So that's encouraging, because for a young player, when everything's spinning, you got a parochial Richmond crowd, MCG, it's not easy to do. So that's really encouraging for him and us to see that. And thought Luke Cleary did really well when he came on. He hasn't played senior footy for a while. And then, others, some of the younger guys, Sammy Darcy breaking new ground, and some of the kids. And Alex Keith hasn't been in that back end. So we really changed the complexion of our back 6 or 7 tonight, and they all and we needed JJ to sacrifice his defensive game and go forward to cover Latham's role. So he wasn't prolific in the game, but he played a really important role and sacrificial role, JJ. So role players all over the ground, and a good night, but ultimately we'll recover, and we know, as I said, Richmond have got some real challenges with their injury toll and how they're evolving, and we know that we're going up to Sydney, it's going to be different.
How is
it goes through the mind of the defender when they're playing on someone like Sam Darcy, who's that tall and got those big long arms when he's jumping up for the ball?
What goes through their mind, I'm not sure, but Sam's growing all the time with the more game time that he plays. So we're hoping that he continues to flourish, in his own space. But ultimately, because he is so long and he'll get to a lot of contests, he'll help others play well as well. And I think he helped some others tonight.
How is Latham Van near his shin?
Yeah, I can't give you much other than to say that our staff, our medical crew will report in when they've done a bit more, when they've been through some more examination. So I'm not sure whether that means a scan to make sure everything's fine or not, but we'll get back to you when we know more. Thanks, guys.